بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala categorizes fasting and divides it into three levels. He says as-sawmu thalathu darajat, that fasting has three levels. As-sawmu al-awam, fasting of the average person, wa-sawmu al-khawas, the fasting of the elite, wa-sawmu al-khawas al-khawas, and the fasting of the elite of the elite. Amma as-sawmu al-awam, as for the fasting of the general person, فكف البطن والفرج عن قضاء الشهوة. It is basically to protect the stomach, the belly, and the private parts from following its passions. So these two things, if they are curbed during the day from Fajr till Maghrib, we fall into the idea of fasting, and we fall into the category of Sawmul Awam, Sawm of the average person. That's the least that we can strive to achieve. وَأَمَّا الصَّوْمُ الْخَوَاسِ, as for the fasting of the elite, فَهُوَ صَوْمُ الصَّالِحِينَ, this is the fasting of those of piety. And here they protect all their limbs from committing crimes and causing any harm to themselves or to others. But they cannot achieve this إِلَّا بِدَوَامَةِ خَمْسَةُ أَشْيَاء, except if they carefully observe five things. The first, غض البصر, is to close the eyes or shut the eyes and كل ما يذم شرعا, to all that which the Sharia holds blameworthy. So if they're walking around, they don't peep into their neighbors' homes, they don't look at things which they are not supposed to. If they were to look at something, they would repent and ask Allah to forgive them immediately. That's the first, to protect the eyes. وَالثَّانِي حِفْظُ اللِّسَانِ عَنِ الْغِيبَةِ وَالْكَذِبِ وَالنَّمِيمَةِ, is to protect the tongue from gossiping and backbiting and just eating on the characters of people, massacring the characters of people. الثالث, number 3, كَفُّ الْأُذُنِ عَنْ إِسْتِمَاعِ كُلُّ مَكْرُوهٍ, that they protect the ears from listening to that which is detestable. They don't listen to gossip placed into the ears, and they are not part of fitna that is spread. It is said that often the gossiper or the one doing the slandering is worse than the one he is slandering about. So be careful of the one whispering, not the one being whispered about. Number 4 is that they كفوا الجميع الأعضاء عن المكاره وكفوا البطن عن الشبهات في وقت الإفطار. They're very careful regarding all the limbs. They protect all their limbs, and additionally, when they break their fast, they are careful not to allow any doubtful foods and liquids to enter their bodies. So this is the fasting of the elite, and this is point number 4. As for point number 5, أن لا يستكثر من الحلال وقت الإفطار بحيث يملأ بطنه. At the time of iftar, they don't fill their bellies with what is halal. They are careful to eat according to the prophetic guidance, which is to fill a third with food, a third with water, and to keep a third for air. So this 5 points, if it is carried out successfully, allows one to enter the domain of Sawmul Khawas, the fasting of the elite. Lastly, as-Sawmul Khawas al-Khawas, the fasting of the elite of the elite. فَسَوْمُ الْقَلْبِ, their fasting is of the heart. And il-himam ad-daniyya, of any lowly or distasteful concerns. Any lowly concerns is removed from them. They fast from not allowing lowly concerns to dominate them. وَالْأَفْكَارَ الدُّنْيَوِيَّةِ, and from their thoughts and their minds reflecting and contemplating on how to amass this dunya. So their thoughts are not worldly and their concerns are not lowly. That is their fasting. وَكَفَّوْا عَمَّا سِوَى اللَّهِ بِالْكُلِّيَّةِ. In other words, their fasting is to think and hold Allah in front of them, in their mind's eye, in their heart, in their being. And if they were to waver from that, it's as if they have broken their fast. That, in summary, is what Imam Ghazali, rahimahullah ta'ala, has recorded regarding the levels of fasting. Again, the first, the average fast is to protect the belly and the private parts from following its passions. Number two, the elite, their fasting is to protect their limbs through 5 things, and that is to protect the eyes from looking at what does not concern them, the tongue from speaking bad about people, the ears from listening to what is bad. Number 4, to protect all the limbs and the belly so that they do not enter into eating something that is, or allowing any food or water to fill their bellies, that is doubtful. And number 5, that they do not fill their bellies up with what is even halal at the time of breaking the fast. And finally, the elite of the elite, their fasting is that of the heart, and they attempt, or they in fact carry out a fast where their hearts are not filled up with lowly concerns and worldly concerns. They free themselves of that so that they fast by keeping Allah in their mind's eye and in their heart throughout the month. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.